guys, back in with Late Night Shots, episode 35. And today we got here Nebraska's heavyweight Christian Lance.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just training, going to school, the usual.
Yeah, so I think the main thing is, senior nationals just happened. So you had a seventh place finish, pretty solid. What are your thoughts on the tournament? How you performed?
I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but I thought I did pretty well. I thought it was, maybe one of the best tournaments I've ever wrestled. Going into that tournament, we had, really solid, 8 weeks of training, which I feel like, most other competitors that at that tournament didn't have even close to as, good or as organized and scheduled of workouts as Nebraska did. So I think that put a lot of our guys in an advantageous position to do well. But yeah, I mean, I thought I competed well for sure.
Yeah. So you had one of your own guys, I think Rich Lovett win Greco.
Oh, Alex Thompson.
Alex Thompson. Didn't Rich Lovett do pretty good too?
Yeah, he did well. Pretty much all of our Greco guys did well.
I think Rich Lovett had a huge upset, right?
No, I think that was Alex Thompson. Yeah, because he beat Taylor Lamont, who was the one seed.
I know. I remember I went I got one pick right out of the entire tournament when I made it. It was bad.
Yeah, Thompson. Yeah, that guy is seriously dangerous in Greco. No one wants to wrestle that guy in Greco. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of this guy coming out of high school, and I was like, he's going to Nebraska. He's do some good things.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I only saw him in Greco. I remember he beat I think he beat Ja'Cory Teamer or something that was at one of those tournaments.
Yeah, I know I'm pretty sure he won Fargo in Greco in high school, but I mean, his Greco stuff is sick. Even just watching him drill and practice. I mean, it's beautiful, some of the stuff that he can hit upper body. I mean, his leg attacks are sick too, but his Greco stuff is just nasty.
Yeah, it was the whole tournament. Was filled with upsets.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stories has to be Gabe Dean coming out of retirement.
Oh yeah.
I think he was a guy a lot of people were keeping an eye on.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about him winning the tournament? Coming back.
Yeah, I thought he looked really, really solid. His defense was nasty, but I mean that's always been his game. He's always been real stingy, hard guy to score on. But honestly, I thought Nate Jackson was gonna put it to him, or at least just win that match. Because I thought he looked really, really solid the whole tournament too. Nate Jackson did, but Gabe Dean's the man.
Yeah.
He's national champ for a reason.
Are you gonna be watching the Flow's 195 bracket?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll watch that.
So obviously I think the two front runners at this point are gonna be Miles Martin and Gabe Dean. So
yeah, I think so. I think Nate Jackson. I think people sleep on that guy.
Yeah,
I think he'll be right there with the top end of that bracket for sure.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna have Gabe Dean in the semis now too.
Okay, yeah, that'll be a good match. I wouldn't pick against Nate Jackson. Whenever I see him wrestle, he looks really impressive.
He's extremely solid.
For sure.
I think the craziest part of that was how you saw the bracket, right?
I saw the bracket. I can't remember exactly the matchups, but yeah, I took a look at the bracket.
Yeah, it was pretty weird because they have Keith Gavin and Shakur Rashid wrestling first round, but then they have Drew Foster and Miles Martin wrestling first round.
Yeah, but I guess it's only 8-man bracket, so I mean it's bound to happen where good dudes are going to wrestle right out the gate. Yeah, I was surprised Keith Gavin was in there too. That's another interesting guy.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah,
there's a chance that Drew Foster takes out Miles Martin.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Miles Martin is really solid, but I mean, Drew Foster looked good this weekend. I thought so. Who knows?
I think the craziest thing I did was I remember when Beat the Streets went down, Drew Foster versus David Taylor.
Oh yeah.
I took a 10-1 bet on Drew Foster.
Really?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You got that one. But I think Drew Foster became the enemy of America when he did that. When he took out David Taylor. But
I mean, at the end of the day, it happens, but
yeah, shit happens. And it's not like he was
Yeah,
It's not like he was doing anything malicious. It was just wrestling.
yeah. Would you have liked to see Pat Downey in this bracket?
Oh yeah, I think that's all. Maybe even just like a pigtail,
Yeah,
just like put him up there like the ninth guy. I like that. It's always fun whenever that guy wrestles, even if I just love hearing him talk shit and just go crazy on guys. He cracks me up. That guy.
it would have been even crazier, if they can get Bo Nickel or Ringer in that bracket too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Then
I think
I don't think
yeah,
guys are willing to come out that far at that
no.
point.
I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't though. I mean, freaking winner gets 20K. I mean, that's
Yeah,
quite a substantial amount of money for a wrestling bracket for just like 3 matches. I mean, that's quite a bit for wrestling.
yeah. And in the bracket, like you can just not win a match and come away with a grand. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they
Yeah.
wouldn't
So,
do that.
I mean, if I was one of those upper level 195 guys, in that weight range, I'd be begging Flo to let me into that bracket.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I think they should do another one,
Yeah,
for like different weight classes. But
for sure. For sure.
if they do one for heavyweight, who do you think should be on it?
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, like the top guys, I feel
You have
like
Gwiz, Gable.
Gwiz, Dom, Gable, Tony Nelson.
Do you think Kirk should be on it?
Probably should. I mean, he was pretty high placing at the Open last year,
Yeah.
didn't he? Like third or something.
Yeah, he ended up losing to Tony Nelson.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's a super legit guy. Him, Paris probably. Um, yeah, I'm probably like a couple other like high level, like established senior level guys.
You think if they were going to bring
Joe
in
Reedy.
international guys, do you think they should bring Taha or
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that'd be sick. Yeah, I don't know if they could get that guy to
yeah, I
come,
doubt it
but
at this point, but
yeah, I don't think
yeah.
he'd be willing to come. But I mean, yeah, that'd be freaking sick.
Yeah.
See that guy against like all of America's like best domestic heavyweights. That'd be really cool.
Because I think if Gable does progress the way he has in years past, him versus Taha Ghul could be a competitive match.
Oh, for sure. I think right now Gable could give him a good go.
Yeah. But you also have that possibility that like if he gives up one takedown, this man locks up his lace. It's pretty much over for him.
Yeah, that guy's lace is sick, sick lace. So, but yeah, I think on their feet, I think Gable could give him a good go right now.
Yeah, it'd be crazy to see because this man's like, you think he was crazy in high school, and then
Yeah,
he crazy like how far he gets in. You know,
yeah, the dude's good, man. You can't say shit about his wrestling. I mean, he is good.
it's insane now
Undeniable.
looking at heavyweight. As guys like Adam Coon's pretty much just not competing in freestyle anymore.
Yeah.
Same with Greco. You have
Mhm.
guys like Dom Bradley who are probably going to be out after the Olympic trials
Mhm.
if he doesn't get the spot. Tony Nelson's pretty much done,
Mhm.
and you have other guys just leaving, and then you have like the top tier guys, which are like they're not even seniors in college yet. Like they're like the younger guys.
Yeah, like heavyweight's really young right now. I mean, a lot of like the up and coming. I mean, like you said, a lot of like the best guys are in college right now, or at least like there's top tier guys who are still in college at heavyweight, which is I feel like not the norm for sure at that weight class.
Yeah. I have a random question. You did Greco a lot.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
You know how Sam Stoll before he got injured was like a top level Greco dude, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think if he never got injured, him versus like Adam Kuhn or Colton Schultz, how do you think that would go down?
Just Greco.
Yeah, just Greco. I mean, none of them shoot, so
Yeah, yeah.
just
I
talk
don't
about it.
know. I think that like in high school, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure in high school, him and Kuhn wrestled in Greco, and I think Kuhn throttled him.
Yeah, I think Kuhn did tech him.
So yeah, I think that maybe like against the top level guys, I don't think he could go with him. But I mean his hand fighting and stuff was really good in college, so I'm
Yeah,
sure he could definitely hang in the match with those kinds of guys in Greco. But I don't really know how he would score on a guy like Kuhn Maybe Schultz, he could just push him around, but I mean that guy is
Yeah.
really solid too.
I
So
mean, I was watching, Final X, and you know how Schultz made like he went for just like a headlock,
yeah,
throw yellow on that. But
yeah,
otherwise, like he was kind of like moving Kuhn around a little bit, like with
oh
it.
yeah. I mean yeah, that guy's really good at Greco. That's definitely his forte for sure.
But if Sam still has a 2-on-1 on you, like there's no real getting out of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. His 2-on-1 is really good. But I feel like Kuhn probably wouldn't give that up so easily. I mean, he'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, his pressure is really good, and he doesn't ever have like resting hands. His hands are never going to be resting on Sam Stoll. He's going to be clubbing and underhooking and trying to get that body lock. So it's going to be hard for Stoll to peel off a 2-on-1 on him. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a little bit
Uh,
different, like in folk style or freestyle, because guys will collar tie and you could just peel that off. But I mean, Kuhn wouldn't be collar tying or you know just resting his hands on you in Greco. I feel like.
yeah, I get what you're saying. But I think one match I forgot to mention was I think the craziest match of senior nationals I think was in the semis with Trent Hilger and Mason Paris. If you saw that one,
Didn't he just beat his ass?
it was like I think they were competitive matches in college, but then I think Paris got a push out and a takedown. Then Hilger
Yeah,
and like on a sweep single, Mason Paris hits like a what's called like a Russian spin kind of,
yeah.
and then locks up a near side cradle and just sticks him.
He sticks him right.
Yeah.
I didn't see the match, but I remember like hearing people say that Paris stuck him, so I figured he just kind of worked him over. But yeah, I didn't see the match.
It's like Hilger's not like he's a good wrestler. It's like he just kind of when he wrestles like these super good guys, he's kind of gets worked over.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from the guy. I mean,
Yeah,
he's definitely a tough competitor
yeah.
for sure. But I mean,
But if you look at
it's
the match with him and Gable Steveson at what was it Beat the Streets I think this
yeah,
year, you know how Gable pretty much took it to him.
yeah, oh yeah,
If you're looking at it like how Gable's strongest part of his wrestling is re-attack game,
yeah,
and then Hilger I think was the only guy I've really seen take real shots on him.
yeah, yeah. That's I felt bad for Hilger in that match because I've been there.
Yeah,
I've wrestled Gable, and it sometimes when you wrestle that guy, it looks like you're not trying. Like it looks like you're just laying over. And like when he was wrestling Hilger,
yeah,
people will be like, he's not trying. What's he doing out there? He is trying. He's trying his ass off. But Gable's freaking good. The guy is good, and he gets you so out of position. You're so out of position the entire match that you're on your heels. You're not even thinking about scoring. You're just thinking about getting to a defensible position. So his hand fighting. His people always talk about like his leg attacks and stuff. It's his hand fighting that's the most dangerous. His hand fighting and his movement, because he gets you out of position. So I mean, like, how are you gonna take a guy down if you're out of position and you're not even in a stance? You're like this the whole match, looking around. He's moving. He's all over the place.
yeah,
It's hard to get to a scoring position. So I mean, if you're gonna beat that guy, you have to be able to hand fight with him.
yeah. It's
You have
like
to be
that
able to
match
hit the
was
ground.
yeah, the match was a lot closer than it looked, and then just like in freestyle, especially you don't get points for escapes
But
and
yeah,
all that. And he's so good at transitioning to laces now and
yeah,
gut wrenches and all that. It's like it's 4 points, two more, and
yeah,
then it's over right there.
exactly. I mean, I thought, yeah, I mean, Hilger's a really good wrestler. It's just Gable's really good. It's tough, man. It's tough out there.
Wait. You placed seventh at senior nationals. Who did you wrestle in the seventh place match?
So I lost to Paris on the front
Yeah.
side, and then I beat Zach Elam,
Okay.
and then I beat Demetrius Thomas.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
That's
and then I lost to that Danny Chade.
yeah.
It was six. It was super close match, and then I beat Tate Orndorff in
Do you
the
know where,
seventh place match.
do you know where Jordan Wood placed? Do
He
you
didn't
know?
place.
Man,
Orndorff beat him in the blood round.
that's crazy.
Yeah, Derek White didn't place either.
Yeah, I mean, I think I heard he was going down to 97
Yeah,
soon.
I mean he looked big. I mean he looked like he was probably like 250.
Yeah, dude's huge. I don't even know
Yeah,
how
he's
he's
good.
that
Real
big.
big.
I think if you ever saw the match with Derek White and Adam Coon, it was 6-4,
Yeah.
and I think they kind of had like a controversial point. They
Hmm.
called it a step out for against Derek White, but his foot wasn't completely out.
Oh yeah.
He had like a duck under and took him down out of bounds. So,
He's real slick. Derek White is.
but then you see like other guys like Yusuf Amita kind of took it to Derek White.
Yeah, I think yeah.
He was
Oh
like
yeah.
reverse body lifted him too.
Yeah. Yeah, Yusuf's good with that kind of stuff
Yeah.
too.
So I don't think you were the starter at this point, but 2019 NCAA's, you had Anthony Cassar
Hmm.
winning that year. If you probably took a look at the brackets a little bit, but the bottom half of the bracket had Anthony Cassar at the 2 seed, and Gable Steveson at the 3 seed,
Yeah.
Amar Desi at the 6 seed,
Hmm.
um, Yusuf Hamida at the 10 seed, Trent
Yeah.
Hogan at the 7 seed,
Yeah.
and then I think Zach Elam. No, Zach Elam was on the top half. I think that was on the bottom half of the bracket. And then you look at the top half, you have Derek White, Jordan Wood, and Matt Stencil.
Yeah.
And then Mason Paris ended up losing to Sam Stoll because that whole
Hmm.
situation went down.
Yeah.
Who do you think would have made who do you think would have made the Nationals if it wasn't? Obviously Gable was the second best guy that year.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
then
I feel like for sure. I feel like for sure at that point, Kassar and Gable were the two like most established like best guys. I felt like, but I mean, the whole seeding thing at nationals is kind of weird. Like not losing takes precedence over like having notable wins sometimes.
Mhm.
So lots of times like guys who got like Big Ten guys who wrestle like a super tough schedule. Now I'm not trying to talk shit on Big 12 or anything, but
Yeah.
like guys in the Big 12 will be like undefeated, or they'll have like one or two losses, and then like you know guys of similar caliber in the Big 10 will have like damn near 10 losses, and it's not because they're not good. It's just because the Big 10 schedule is brutal. I mean, every weekend we're wrestling savage teams. It's you're gonna take losses. I mean, unless you're just the man.
Yeah.
But so I mean, it really screws up your seeding at nationals. Having taking losses and stuff. So the whole seeding thing is just weird, kind of. I think because I think like last year at 65, like Shane Griffith was like a 2 seed, and I mean he's or 2 or 3 seed or
He was
something
the
like
three
that.
seed.
3 seed.
Marinelli was the 1, Chenzo 2, and Griffith 3.
Yeah, I mean he's a good guy, obviously, but I feel like he didn't have nearly like the notable wins as a lot of like, other Big Ten guys, like Isaiah White or
Yeah.
a guy like that. He's just Isaiah White has to wrestle such a tough schedule every weekend. He's wrestling these animals.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's gonna, guys are gonna take losses.
Yeah. I mean, he's your teammate, but
Yeah,
like
yeah. I'm
I'm,
biased.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm a little biased. A little
I'm from
biased.
Jersey. I had Shane Griffith winning it, but
Yeah,
that's beyond me.
yeah, for
I kind of
sure.
want to see Shane Griffith versus Mekhi Lewis, so
Yeah.
that's what I've been waiting for, the rematch. So
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
that'll be a good match for sure.
Because I'm pretty sure Mekhi Lewis is the one who stopped, or one of his teammates that year was the one who stopped Shane Griffith from being a 4-time state champ.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a revenge match. Should be
Yeah,
huge.
that'll be sick.
Yeah, I think Griffith. I think he might have. The 3 seed might have been a little bit controversial.
Yeah,
I think it came down to Isaiah White not making the finals at that point.
yeah,
Because obviously Marinelli and Chenzo were the top two no matter what.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it just goes down that way
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
And then I think you had Taylor Venz being the 4 seed also, which was
Mm-hmm.
just kind of weird. Because I remember he beat Aaron Brooks up. Even though he lost in nationals, he should still probably been seated higher, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
But then, you have a guy like Cameron Caffey who's on an extreme hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
Then just somehow cruises
Oh,
into
yeah.
the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That guy's really tough for sure.
I think the
People,
biggest thing
people
that
sleep
happened
on that
was,
guy too.
yeah. Wait, what'd you say? I didn't hear that.
I was saying people sleep on that Cam Caffey guy.
He's
I mean, watching him like in person at Big Tens last year, his single leg defense and just his scrambling and his ability to just make positions happen and work is really good.
Yeah.
He's super legit.
Did you ever see the super duck he hit on Miles Martin?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that was my favorite move to watch. I
oh
think he
yeah.
still got teched, but like,
I mean, he still got his ass beat,
yeah,
but that super duck was pretty nice.
I
Can't take
posted,
that away from him.
yeah, I posted on my TikTok, and then I remember all the comments I gave was like, "Look out, it's 6-1, 20
Yeah,
seconds into the first period."
yeah. People are haters. People always find a way to hate on you. It's all right.
Yeah. I think the one I posted that I think people really got mad about was Kyvan Gadsden beating Kyle Snyder.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
like, I know he got hurt, but you can't say that Gadsden wasn't winning before.
yeah, and yeah. I mean, that was a really tough situation. I hope that
Yeah,
I hope that Snyder's not actually hurt. Or
hopefully he's not.
no, I shouldn't say that. I mean, he's definitely hurt, but I hope it's not like a
Yeah,
like
not
a
serious.
season-ending
Yeah,
injury. Because I think he broke his ankle or something.
I
So I
don't
hope
think.
it
I
doesn't.
think it was like a fracture in the foot or something like that.
Yeah,
I just
I
think it
hope
was
he's
in the
all
best.
right.
I think he probably could have continued, but probably
Yeah,
his best interest not to at that point.
for sure. And I think if it was up to him, he probably would have. But I
Yeah,
mean, Kale literally walked out on the mat and was like, stop.
yeah. I don't think I saw that part. I think
Snyder,
the
yeah,
camera went off, so
oh
you
yeah,
get to see that.
yeah. Snyder's not the kind of guy that's just gonna,
Yeah,
give up like that. I mean, he would have kept going if his foot was just dangling on by a thread.
yeah.
I
It's
feel like,
yeah. I mean, it sucks to see, but then I remember the video that got posted right after was Kyvan Gadsden pinning him in the national finals,
yeah.
which is probably one of the craziest matches I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was sick for sure.
I remember I was talking to Kyvan Gadsden, and he was just dude was just happy. Like there's
Yeah,
no other way to put it. You know, you beat a guy once, he kind of whoops your ass for a while, and then you
yeah,
come back and beat him again. But just to have it discredited by the guy getting injured.
yeah. I mean, he was. I mean, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I mean, he took him down,
He took him
took him
down.
out, I think,
Yeah,
and then he was taking him down, again, and then Snyder got hurt or whatever.
yeah. I
But
mean, the first
he was
takedown.
putting it on him a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the first takedown, you can't really argue that, but then Snyder kind of just like rolled his ankle or something that just like hopped out of bounds.
Yeah,
He tried to keep going, and then they just called it, I think, after
yeah,
that. Yeah, it sucks to see, but then you had Colin Moore coming out
yeah.
finals. I did not think he was gonna win too, if I'm being honest. But
Well, yeah. I'm not trying to be a hater, but yeah, I didn't think so either.
yeah,
I thought that Kyvan was gonna win that bracket. I thought. Well, after he beat Snyder, because I thought obviously Snyder was gonna walk through everybody, but after that, after he got the win over Snyder, I was like, yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gonna. This is his bracket to win for sure.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, Colin Moore is really
yeah.
good.
Him having Hayden Zilmer was a tough matchup too in the semis.
Oh yeah.
Another guy coming, I think, like either D2, D3.
No, he was D1. He wrestled at North Dakota State.
Oh, he did. I remember he transferred though in from somewhere.
Maybe.
Greg Greco did.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. I know he graduated from North Dakota State. I don't know where he was at before, but
Yeah, because I
he
remember
was
hearing
real
that.
little too.
Yeah,
He wrestled like 149 or something his freshman year of college.
I mean, guys hit growth spurts like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I think the craziest thing, you might not know this, but as a freshman in high school, Derek White was a 125.
Yeah, this is funny actually. My freshman year of high school, I wrestled 120.
Man.
I actually I was a small 120. I certified at 113, and I was like 5'5". I was just a little guy.
I was 6'2" as in seventh grade. I just stopped.
Hey, you're a giant.
Yeah, I know. It was weird though. Like, like when you get that big that early, like your body's just like awkward with itself.
Oh yeah, you were kind of lanky.
I wasn't even lanky. I was still big as hell. I just wasn't. I remember the first time I benched freshman year. I could barely hit 65 pounds on the bench. It was
Oh
awful.
damn.
Yeah, and then I mean we're doing a bit better now. Not that strong for a freshman in college, but it's
Yeah,
all right. I hit 315, but
that's not bad.
it's
Not
all
bad
right.
at all. Man, it takes time. And
Yeah,
getting strong, it takes time, man.
we're getting into it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm still 17, which is crazy too.
Are you really?
Yeah,
You're freshman in college, 17? That's
yeah.
freaking young.
I
Yeah,
should have
see,
went to prep school too, but then like
yeah,
with sports getting canceled and everything, it's kind of
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's crazy actually. Because I graduated when I was 17, but when
yeah,
school actually started, I was 18.
yeah. I'll get your opinion on this. You know how you guys are getting basically a free year now.
I don't know anything about that.
So basically, I think that it already went through for D2, which I'm wrestling in D3 and NIA.
Hmm.
That basically, if you keep your matches under, you can only have like 6 matches in a season, but
Yeah,
then you basically get a free year.
yeah. I don't. In my mind, I don't really look at the details. I try to. I can't control the things that I can't control. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like with all this coronavirus stuff going on, I just kind of try and keep my head down and keep training. And I'm anticipating there being a season.
yeah,
I'm anticipating season starting soon. So
yeah,
I'm training as if that's going to happen. But if it doesn't happen, so be it. But yeah, I mean, I saw there was all that stuff going on, but I don't really know exactly. I'm sure my coaches will tell me what the deal is, but as
yeah.
of now, yeah,
I
I have
remember
no.
what they said is they're still going to have Big Tens in all the
Mhm.
conference tournaments, and they're going to have a national tournament. So technically, what that would mean is Spencer Lee can still be a 4-time champ, and then you're going to have Micaiah Lewis and Yanni, who could be potential 5-timers.
What?
Yeah,
That seems crazy.
yeah. And then you're going to have again guys at every level that can be 5-time champs at this point.
That seems crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take
I don't.
advantage of it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. They talk a lot. They talk a lot, and they say all these things are going to happen, but we'll see what actually happens.
At the end of the day, if I get 6 years, I'm gonna be the same age as everybody now.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I don't
even
mind. I
this
don't.
time.
I don't mind another year. I like wrestling, so
Yeah. So I did a little bit of, looking through your Instagram, just looking for videos to post and stuff like that.
yeah,
You were strong as hell.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty strong, if I
You
don't
did
say
a
so myself.
5 plate front squat.
Yeah, yeah. I can. I personally think I'm the strongest wrestler in the NCAA. I don't think. I mean, I'm trying to think of who could lift more than me. I'm
Well,
not saying like
maybe Mason
physical
Harris might
strength,
be
like
the only
like
one.
wrestling. I'm not trying to say like wrestling strength. I'm just talking purely like in the weight room. I
I
don't
think
think anybody can touch me.
Hilger and Paris might be the two strongest. I don't know how your numbers compare to them. I know how Mason Paris, like his stuff gets posted, and I
Hmm.
talked with Trent a while ago. He told me his 700-pound squat.
That's pretty
Uh,
heavy. That's
I'm
pretty.
assuming around a 4 plate bench,
Yeah,
and maybe I don't know about deadlift. I don't think a lot of guys do deadlifts really.
yeah.
Just 'cause-
I mean, I'd like to see that. I'd like to if there's some kind of powerlifting meet, yeah, bench squat deadlift of all the NCAA wrestlers. I feel like I'd be right up there with the top one. But
I mean that
dude,
that might be different, but I
yeah,
think you're the only guy I've seen actually squat to depth. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there.
that's true too. Yeah, it's easy to hit 700 pounds when you're hitting quarter squats, but
I mean, I
you
was
need,
assuming they're going about parallel, but
yeah.
I
But I
think
mean, you
Mason
think
Paris
it.
was a safety bar squat. So I don't know,
Oh, okay.
take that however you want, but
Yeah, yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Did you ever see this one kid in high school? Braxton Mikesell.
He's going to Utah Valley, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's strong. He's strong as
seven
hell.
hundred pound deadlift at 16.
Yeah, that's insane. That's stupid. That's freaking stupid.
And another guy, you probably talked to, Nash, right?
No, I don't know him.
I'm not sure.
I've heard the name, but yeah, I don't know him.
He was the number one heavyweight in the country last year.
Oh, okay.
Dude was cutting from like 330 every season because he was like he was lean. It
Oh,
wasn't like he
I
was
know him. I know.
yeah,
I'm pretty
he
sure he
played
played
football.
football at
Yeah.
Nebraska. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's an incoming freshman now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's giant. He came on like a recruiting trip to Nebraska.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, if I don't say so myself. But I shook his hand. His hand like just swallowed mine. I was like, this guy's in high school? This dude's a monster.
I remember this dude, like, he wouldn't even have like any like real technique in high school, but he would just like, I don't even know what it would be like. He gave up like 8 dumb points in the Fargo finals, like,
Yeah.
but then he just like freight train doubled the dude like 8 times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the video here. I'll probably have this soon, but like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's hard to deal with when you're in
yeah,
high school, especially when the guy's got grown man strength
yeah.
and he's wrestling other high schoolers. That's
But
hard to
this is the Fargo finals. Like, you shouldn't be able to, you know,
Yeah.
just talk
Yeah.
to me like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're looking for the video right now.
Oh
Show
yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Shall match her. So I think just how's life going? Just talk about why I find this video.
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just classes are a pain in the ass right now, but that's just typical. I'm not really a big school guy. I make it work.
Yeah. So
How's your guys' training?
I mean, we're not even. Are you guys allowed to get in the room yet or no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We were in the room for like 8 weeks leading up to senior nationals.
Oh, that's crazy. We weren't allowed to do it. We're not even allowed to get in the room till January 14th.
I think that might be like a whole D2 thing because
Yeah.
a lot of my friends, that still wrestle at Fort Hays, which is where I used to wrestle before I transferred to Nebraska.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of those guys can't even wrestle with each other at all.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Dude, I'm trying to find this video right now. It's just not here. I swear I posted this.
Yeah.
Oh, we found it.
Alrighty.
I got the right song too for this too. Like, that's just not fair.
Yeah. That's a grown man right there.
Now watch how he just pops his hip through at the end. That's just not okay.
That's a grown man.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a grown man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let that restart now.
Oh, that was just sick.
Just oh, that was amazing just to watch.
That's just dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said,
It's,
Miles Martin still beat his ass, but
he teched him.
yeah. Yeah.
I
He
mean, that
poked
kind
the bear.
of
Poked the bear.
Yeah. I mean, Caffey's always been like a dark horse, but now he's like a true competitor, which is
Yeah.
just crazy to think about.
I mean, obviously, I think my guy would beat him, old Taylor Venz, but I'm biased, obviously.
I can't comment on that, but
Venz is the man. I think Venz will be 2021 national champ if there is a national tournament, but
yeah.
I'm biased, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously, the weight class that, it's gone kind of crazy. You have 197.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nickel gone.
Yeah.
Colin Moore's gone.
Yeah.
Derek Schultz coming back.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming.
Eric Schultz is coming back with a freaking vengeance.
Okay,
Like,
so we're gonna take him out of the equation right now.
No. Eric Schultz is the equation.
All right, we'll go with that.
Eric Schultz is the end-all, be-all of 197. He's going to run through that bracket like a freaking bat out of hell.
All right, so we have him as number one. We'll take that.
Yeah.
And then we got Pat Bruckey, who's at Michigan now.
Yeah.
Jacob Warner.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you know who Cordell Norfleet is?
Yeah, ASU guy.
State?
Yeah.
Did you see his match with Colin Moore?
Oh yeah, yeah. I wrestled at Vegas. He was like one match before me. I was watching that match. I was like, man, he's scrapping him. Yeah, he's scrapping with this guy.
Like,
I mean, he's real big too, real solid big guy.
He just goes out there with the confidence, like, I'm better than you, and I'm gonna own you this match.
Yeah, he's really tough for sure.
I think the one thing I saw. Did you see his match with Kyle Cannell?
No.
The first 5 seconds, he takes his man and throws him into the table.
Oh, man.
And then he ends up whooping him. You have Kyle Cannell sprinting back to the center. It's like, oh, you want to go now?
Yeah.
And then Norfleet just whoops his ass the entire rest of the match.
Yeah.
Like, he was embarrassed.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
People sleep on that guy, Norfleet, I feel like. But
I think
he seems like a hard guy to deal with.
Yeah. And then you have Kassar. He needed a pin to win. Threw Tanner all his back in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was
And then just
crazy.
didn't stick it. I was like,
That
damn.
was crazy. I remember. Yeah, I was watching. I was like, oh, he's got it.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
I think, I was going to say like the biggest dark horses coming into the NCAA season next year. I was going to say Zach Elam, but
hmm
you already beat him. So
I did. That I did.
I think the
But
biggest,
I mean, he's tough though, for sure.
yeah, I
He's
think the
really.
guys people fail to look at is, you got Jordan Wood, he's an
hmm
all around solid dude, but
hmm
he just didn't place the senior nationals.
Yeah.
But then he has a win, I think, over Mart Desi.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he got fourth at nationals like 2 years
He
ago.
did get
So,
more than nationals. He was
yeah, I mean,
almost in the finals. That
yeah,
match went to overtime with him and Derek White.
he's really solid for sure. But I mean, senior nationals. It was really, it was tough. So
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
freestyle is a different
him,
world.
and
So
yeah, I mean, world silver medalist went 1 and 2. So I mean, that's
which
a
one?
tough bracket.
Oh, that was Hamida.
Elam.
Uh, I know Hamida won the silver too. Right?
Oh yeah.
U
But
20.
I think he was U23.
Yeah, I mean, take it.
Yeah. No,
So,
I just meant I meant
yeah,
junior world silver.
yeah.
Elam got junior world silver.
I remember. I think it was Greg Kirkfoot couldn't wrestle that one thing, and then Elam got the spot.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or was Braxton Amos?
Yeah, it was Elam, and then he made the world finals.
Yeah. I think
So
the one match I am waiting for is Braxton Amos versus Eric Schultz.
oh yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
That'll be
I know
sick.
you're gonna have your opinions on this match.
Uh, yeah, oh yeah,
Two guys,
but
pretty similar style.
yeah. I mean, people. I mean, if you watch Eric Schultz wrestle, you watch him train, and you're with the guy every day, you would understand why I'm picking him though. I
Yeah.
mean, he is the man, and
I can't
he
speak
works
on
his
that, obviously.
absolute ass off. And
Yeah.
I mean, he wrestles hard, so hard, and I mean, it's going to be really hard for guys to to stay with. I mean, it already is hard, but I mean, especially like this year. I mean, he's absolutely getting after it.
Yeah,
And
he kind of just got like overshadowed last year because that was Colin Moore's year to win
exactly.
after 3
Yeah.
like getting kind of whooped.
Yeah.
Let's say if Snyder does not come back for the Olympic trials,
hmm
you're gonna have Colin Moore technically versus Jaden Cox.
Yeah.
Now, before you say anything about this match, Colin Moore as a freshman in college wrestled Jaden Cox, I think, when he was a senior.
Yeah.
That was a 6-4 match.
Yeah, but it was folk style though.
And Colin Moore technically would have won that match if he got out from bottom and didn't give up right time, which is a 2-point swing right there.
Yeah. It's Jane Cox is just so good, man. And I mean I'm not, even if Kyle Snyder does come back, I'm not sure Kyle Snyder can beat him. I mean, the guy is.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a bold call right here. I think
hear it.
Colin Moore would take out Snyder.
Don't say it.
I'm gonna say Colin Moore would take out Kyle Snyder.
Oh no.
Just hear me out real quick.
Okay, all right.
I love Kyvan Gadsden, so
Yeah.
I went the safe route. I obviously picked Snyder to win that bracket, which I think everybody did.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay.
Gadsden beat him.
Yeah.
Fair until all that happened.
Yeah.
Colin Moore kind of,
Yeah. You're thinking about it way too much, I think. I think
I'm just saying it's possible.
it's maybe if they wrestled 100 matches, Colin Moore could beat him in one match. So maybe that'll be the match, though. Maybe that'll be the match.
Okay,
I mean,
I've called a lot of things. People call me a dumbass for all this stuff. But I called Mekhi Lewis beating Alex Marinelli, so I'll take that one.
Yeah.
I called Miles Martin losing to Max Dean.
Yeah. You called that?
Yeah.
Dang.
And I think there was another one. I called Mike Machiavello winning the 197 title.
I did not see that coming.
Because if you think about it, Machiavello did beat Colin Moore straight up.
Yeah, he did.
I kind of had a little bit of doubt in myself once Canelo pinned Colin Moore, but
Yeah.
then Machiavello pinned Calcanel in the first period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
there's a chance.
Colin Moore is really good.
Yeah. He locks his
I,
hands on one dump and it could be over.
yeah, it could. I mean, I guess you really can't pick against that guy in like 99% of the matches.
Yeah,
But Kyle Snyder is just so damn good,
he is, but
and
no,
I think he's way bigger too. Because I mean, Colin Moore is, I mean,
he's
he's
gonna be
solid at that weight. I mean, I feel like he's having to force feed himself to get to that weight. Like he doesn't look like nearly as solid as Snyder does at that
I'm
weight.
pretty sure he weighed in like 93 or 94.
Probably
That's
did.
what I heard.
Right.
But go down to 86. Yeah, David Taylor.
Yeah, he's the man.
I think he would feel more comfortable wrestling Jaden Cox, a guy he knows how he wrestles.
Mm-hmm.
The guy,
Yeah.
because both of those guys are essentially on the same level. David Taylor and Jaden
sure.
Cox. I think
I mean,
Jaden
all
Cox
those
just kind of
guys,
has hype right now.
and all those guys like DT and Jaden Cox and Snyder, I feel like they're all on kind of the same. They're on the same level, and if you wrestle them like in a bunch of matches, well, maybe not DT versus Snyder because Snyder's so much bigger than him, but like if they were theoretically at the same weight, then I mean it would be a toss up. Like they would all win. They'd all win. They'd all lose some matches. I mean, those guys
I
are
would
so
have
good.
David Taylor if I'm being honest.
Maybe. I mean,
Over
yeah,
Kyle
that
Snyder.
wouldn't surprise me. That guy is
He's
dangerous.
looking great too.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are gonna, you might hate me for saying this, but Snyder kind of fell off after college.
Who did?
Just hear me out.
Snyder?
He wins an Olympic gold, and then he's lost a good amount of matches he shouldn't have. That's all I'm saying.
You got something against Kyle Snyder, I think.
No, I'm not saying that. I like. Nah.
He's the man.
He is, but there's a chance. Like he doesn't have the best record of going to his back, but
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like he's just so. I mean, look at the guys that I know he's losing, but look at the guys he's losing to, like at Worlds. He's losing to like. I don't think he's lost to a single guy at Worlds that isn't an Olympic champ. He lost to Sedjalayev.
Yeah, I mean, that's warranted, but
yeah, he lost to Sharifov guy, but
yeah,
another Olympic champ. I mean, when you're wrestling
close, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like he's winning close matches.
Yeah.
Guys that I feel like to me it looks like he's kind of outgrowing the weight class a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know, man.
I think that's what you saw with Pat Brookie last year too.
Maybe.
Dude was cutting a lot. And like you don't think about that like 197, obviously.
Yeah.
But then some stuff taken into account.
Yeah.
Because you saw it with Adam Coon too,
Yeah.
When he wrestled freestyle.
Yeah. I just don't know, man. Kyle Snyder's so good. It's just it's hard to like even like criticize him because he's like.
I mean, we're not going to see a match between him and Colin Moore because you probably have Jaden Cox winning too, from Missouri.
I don't know.
You have Kyle Snyder?
Yeah, I would. Guns in my head, I would pick Kyle Snyder. Maybe not now though, because his ankle's all broken. Yeah. It might affect his training. But I mean, yeah, prime Snyder, prime Jaden Cox.
Jaden Cox is in his prime.
Yeah, he is. He is. But yeah, so the best version of Kyle Snyder versus the best version of Cox, I pick Kyle Snyder.
I think the best version I've seen of Kyle Snyder was when he won the Olympics. But
the
year he beat Sajulayev in the finals of the world.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But then you also have to realize Sajulayev bumped up weight class for that.
He did, yeah. He did.
I mean, I don't see him. I think Sajulayev. I don't think anybody in the world can beat him right now. But I think if there's one guy, it's gonna be Jaden Cox.
Yeah, he could. I mean, I've watched Jaden Cox wrestle. He was actually in like my district in high school. He was in the same district as me, and he would wrestle like my heavyweight, and I'd be amazed, be flabbergasted at the takedowns that he would get out of. There was one time my heavyweight, shout out Zaya Raw was the guy's name, Zaya Raw. He had Jaden Cox's leg like up here, like literally up here. And Jaden Cox did not. No, he didn't hit it back, but he was just bouncing around for like a minute and didn't get taken down. Wasn't even really close to getting taken down, and everybody was going crazy. Everybody just, come on, Zaya, you got this, man. But He couldn't do it. You can't. I don't even know how you take the guy down. He's a freak of nature, and I'm sure he's working hard and stuff. And I mean, it's really hard because he's like the absolute upper echelon of athleticism,
I'm
like
being honest.
NFL level of athleticism.
He's above
And
that.
oh yeah, I mean he's just like he's on a whole nother level of athlete, and he's working hard. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, at Ohio State, I'm sure they got him working hard, and I'm sure he's doing all the right things. So it's a hard guy to beat, but Kyle Snyder's the man.
I can't pick against Jaden Cox. I don't know how to feel about that.
Who did?
I can't pick against Jaden Cox.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the only guy in the world that could take over Jaden Cox would be Sajalayev.
Maybe. Even then, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that's a toss-up, but you have to give the Olympic champ the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I wouldn't blame you for thinking that. I can't blame you for picking Cox over Snyder either. It's just I don't know. Kyle Snyder's just the man. I don't know.
I mean, the Colin Moore one, that's not an official pick, but if it does happen, just remember.
Okay, so if it does happen, you can be like, I kind of thought that maybe this would happen.
But we got video proof right here too.
Yeah. You got it.
Outright as soon as that happens.
Absolutely.
You know how Snyder gets the bye to the finals, so Colin Moore's going to have to go through Jaden Cox.
And a bunch of other savages too.
He's going to have to beat Hayden Zilmer again, which that's going to take a toll on your body at that point. Having to beat if he beats Hayden Zilmer, then Kevin Gadsden, then he has to beat Jaden Cox.
Yeah,
I just don't see that happening at that point.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, like that's just.
And then he's got to beat Snyder best 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
that's really hard. That's going to be hard to do for sure.
All I need is for Colin Moore to beat him once. So
yeah,
let's just say that. But while we're at the point of saying dumbass shit, right?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So this is theories about Colton Schultz.
Okay.
You might have heard, you might not. So, obviously you have Rulon Gardner versus Alexander Karelin.
Yeah.
Alexander Karelin, 788-0 going into this.
Yeah.
3-time Olympic champ.
Uh-huh.
Rulon Gardner was just a random dude, you know
what? Continue your theory, but I have something to say about that. Continue.
Okay. Then Rulon goes into this match as like a guy who's never made a world team before. Obviously he's still a good wrestler. He's in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Knocks off, I don't think it's arguable at this point, he's the greatest wrestler of all time.
For sure, one of the GOATs.
No, that's not arguable.
He's definitely in the question, for sure.
Who do you think's above him?
Saitiev, Buvai-Star Saitiev, but Karelin's for sure Greco GOAT.
He's obviously he wasn't natural, obviously, but you can't. At that point, everybody was cheating tests, but
Probably.
And then Rulon beats him, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You can say how he won. Maybe he shouldn't have won. Maybe whatever. But a win's a win. Gold medal's a gold medal.
Yeah.
Colton Schultz said in a Flow interview that he was born that exact day.
What?
That match went down.
That's crazy,
so
actually.
Now at 130 kilograms for Greco, you have Miguel Lopez-Nunez from Cuba.
Yeah.
There has never been a male 4-time Olympic gold medalist in wrestling.
Yeah.
There's been one in women, someone from Japan.
Yeah, Japanese. Yeah.
So Miguel Lopez is a 3-time Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
Colton Schultz has never made an Olympic team before.
Yeah.
Rulon Gardner was the second guy up, and he had the potential to win the finals. And then you have Adam Kuhn right there. Colton Schultz beats Adam Kuhn, makes the underdog run to the Olympic finals, and knocks off Miguel Lopez and wins a gold medal.
That's definitely an outlandish theory. It's definitely out there.
I posted it too.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be crazy. That'd be super cool. But it's definitely an outlandish theory. At this point.
People are saying I was wrong. You know what I sent them? You've seen Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
When the elf says like history is bound to repeat itself.
Yeah.
No, I sent that to them right away. I sent like 100 people.
Okay. Before I forget.
All right.
Okay. Okay, the Rulon thing, that was definitely a crazy upset, no doubt, when he beat Krillin. But people are always like, you said it. You're like, Rulon's just this random chubby guy. It was in the Olympic finals.
Yeah.
So Rulon was good enough to make the Olympic finals. He wasn't some scrub.
Yeah, and obviously. Neither is Schultz. But
No, I mean, obviously not. He's the man. They're both really good Greco guys. But people will always be like, Greco or Rulon Gardner is just this chubby farm boy who wrestled Carellin. No, I mean, he was in the Olympic finals. He wasn't some pushover.
I mean, he kind of upset his way to the finals, if we're talking about that.
I'm sure.
But then
yeah,
you realize that, like, people don't give him the credit because, like, obviously that's going to go down as probably the greatest heavyweight match ever. But
potentially, yeah. Unless Colton Schultz beats Mihan Lopez, then.
I mean, that's going to be number 2. Rulon did it first. You're going to think about that. Like, Schultz isn't the favorite to win World Team spots. Like,
no.
And the fact that Colton Schultz was born that exact day.
That's quite the coincidence.
That one point could be like, so, I mean, if this does happen, we got to look at everybody who's born that day and then just see for the future. But
speaking of Greco.
Okay.
Greco heavyweights.
Mm-hmm.
Someone you got to watch out for, everybody's got to watch out for, is Tanner Farmer.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of him.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to watch his match with Schultz, like at Senior Nationals. I mean, he almost had Schultz. I mean, he's right there. And he's been training Greco for like just this summer. And he didn't even wrestle in college. He played football. He played football in college and then wrestled for half of a semester. And then, starts training Greco for like 5 months. And then he's, he gets 4th at Senior Nationals.
I mean,
and he's a Nebraska guy too, because he played football in Nebraska, and I've wrestled with him a couple of times, so I'm biased.
What I think is when Colton Schultz builds into his body, like obviously you remember him, people are like, oh, he's just a big dude. Like he used to be like jacked in shape when he was like a 95 and a 220, but people don't realize that. And then he put on a bunch of weight because he was planning on wrestling Greco, obviously.
Yeah.
Like that's what his career is going to be built off of. He could be a big folk style dude. You never know. Like all he needs is one throw, and if you go on your back against Colton Schultz, you're probably not getting off.
Probably not.
So, I think Colton Schultz is just going to get better for years to come. And then, like, if you think about it, you're going to have Gable, essentially, and whether he beats Gwiz or not, you're going to have 2 extremely young dudes at your spots who are just pretty much might rule the heavyweight division for a while.
Yeah.
Those
guys are tough for sure. Yeah, and like you said, once Schultz gets his man muscles going, it's that he's gonna definitely do a lot better in Greco, especially because Greco's so physical.
Yeah, he's young too. Like you see a lot of these Greco like upperweights. Like I think Carellin, when that match happened, he was like 38 or something like that.
Yeah.
And Lopez is 39.
Yeah.
I think that extra 1 year could be the deciding factor. Like the dude's getting old, but
he is.
Once you win 3, you want it. Like the 4th makes you like, if you win 4 Olympic gold medals, you're the best male wrestler of all time. The first person to do that. Like
for sure.
I don't think there's really any debate, but I think Sajulayev might be the guy.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess because he won his first one so young too.
Yeah. And he's just so talented. Like he's just getting better.
Yeah.
And once he made that move up to 97, he's just been dominating everybody. Like
he's
the dude who I think pinned Kyle Snyder. Like he pretty much bullied him in the World Finals.
Oh yeah, that Iranian guy or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying about Snyder is like he just didn't look the same he did like when you saw him. Like I'm not gonna put it like obviously he's still a beast. He's still winning world medals, but like he just doesn't look the same to me.
You got it out for Kyle Snyder, I think.
I mean, no, if he wins it, nah, maybe. But I'm not going to deny that, I'm a big fan of, Kevin Gadsden, Colin Moore, Jaden Cox.
Yeah.
I think, put Snyder against Gwizdowski. Gwizdowski takes it.
What?
You really don't think Gwizdowski beats Kyle Snyder?
I don't know, man.
You're going to hold that one match from 3 years ago against him.
I don't know, man.
You also have to think about like Gwiz, like you know how Jaden Cox, like when he was in college, like he was obviously a beast, 3-time national champ.
Yeah.
Like that, what people don't realize, like that one match between Kyle Snyder and Jaden Cox prevented two guys from being potential 4-time national champs.
Yeah. That's true.
And then Kyvan Gadsden, you know,
Yeah,
had the run of his life there.
for sure.
Matt McCutcheon and
Yeah.
Morgan McIntosh and
Morgan McIntosh, yeah.
yeah, and then that was just an insane run, you know.
Dickens.
And then you have a guy like David Taylor, you know, Bub Jenkins coming out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most savage one of yours. I don't know. Those two are pretty comparable, but
Oh, yeah, that was incredible. I mean, that one wasn't near as much of a surprise, I feel like.
Bubba
I mean,
Jenkins,
I was definitely surprised that, Bubba Jenkins, when he stuck DT, I was like,
you don't
that was
think that was a surprise?
it was definitely insane how it happened. But if you said that Bubba Jenkins beat David Taylor, I wouldn't have been that
I
surprised.
mean, yeah, you can go any way on that, but just like
I was
you
surprised.
obviously, yeah,
Okay.
like you know what happened between like Kale basically cut Bubba Jenkins,
Yeah, yeah,
and then for him to come
yeah.
back with like that move, is just the most badass thing you could imagine.
That's an absolutely incredible story.
And
That's so
Kyvan Gadsden, like you can say you pinned an Olympic champ.
yeah,
And then people are like, I was reading the comments on that video because I was just curious. You know, that's what I do because I get bored. But
yeah,
reading through it was like, oh, but Snyder won when it counted. I'm like, and then the guy posts is like, people commenting this bullshit is like, since when did national finals not matter?
yeah.
It's like you think about it though, like you
Well,
prevented a guy from winning 4 national titles.
yeah. I mean, people are just like that. I don't. People are so negative. I mean,
Yeah.
people they'll always find a way to hate on a guy. I mean, like even like on your account, like on your Instagram account, you'll post a video of a guy, and then people will be like, "Oh, but remember that one time that he got his ass beaten?"
I mean, like
Like,
everybody's a
why
loser.
you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there with it? You know, it's just how people operate.
Yeah, it sucks though. Because like, I remember I posted the video of Trent Hilger pinning Tate Orndorff
Yeah,
in that one match in like double overtime. At
yeah,
the end, he yelled, "This is my weight."
yeah,
So you know, doing what I did, I posted a video of him pinning it. Then I merged like the last part with it, and then that
yeah,
was the caption at the top on TikTok thing.
yeah.
The
Oh,
comment I got like an hour later. Guess who it was by?
who?
Just give me a guess.
Wait. Say that one more time.
So I posted this video of Trent Hilger after he pinned Tate Orndorff. He yelled, "This is my weight."
This is my weight. Yeah.
Guess who commented on the TikTok?
Gable?
Yep.
What'd he say?
He said, "Haha." This is
Yeah.
after Beat the Streets.
I mean, I guess.
All the comments were.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you had it coming. Kind of. If you put yourself out there like that, then if it doesn't happen, well, yeah, you got it coming. You got it coming to you.
I can't wait for Hilger. Just like he's had it taken to him so many times, but like all these good dudes.
Yeah.
But like he's a solid love. I can't wait till he just like hits one big move and just sticks somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm going off on everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
you like that guy. You like that guy a lot.
He's bound to beat Mason Paris. Like they've all been close matches. Like
I don't
there's no like he's always like right there, and then he gets like caught in something stupid.
know. Yeah.
Like he should have won that one match. Like they got in the scramble. Like and then Paris just kind of muscled his way out of it and won the scramble and won 3-1.
You might be Trent Hilger's biggest fan, I think.
No, I don't. If I'm being honest, my favorite heavyweights right now in college, we'll say you for the purposes of this video,
Yeah.
but
Boom. There we
no,
go.
I mean, no, I'm gonna have to go Greg Kirkland,
Hmm.
but I like watching everybody. It's not like I don't, but like
Yeah.
I want Kirk to win the national title.
Yeah.
This year, I think it's possible, but
Hmm.
because people say like, oh, Gable's gonna take it to him. Like it was a 3-2 match the last time they wrestled.
No, he won't take it to him. No way.
And, like the weight is closer now, so
Yeah.
I think how, like when Gable lost to Anthony Cassar, Cassar was the one person that was quicker on his feet than Gable was.
Yeah.
Kirk, I think, is quicker than Gable too, if we're being honest about this.
Yeah, and that guy's friggin'
He's strong, too.
you'll be able to go with him physically too, for sure.
Yeah, I think Kirk might be stronger for being because I saw a video of him benching 425.
Yeah, at least like in the weight room.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I would think
Like
that.
he's just so smooth with his attacks.
Yeah.
And like you're not going to see Gable hitting any of those like flashy ducks or anything that he can do on a guy like Mason Paris.
Well, he
Um,
hit me. He hit me with a pretty flashy duck. when we,
I
when we
mean,
were,
athletic. No, I don't know how to feel about that.
no, you're good. You're good.
Dude just he. You were in the background of that picture too, with Gable like flexing too.
Oh,
That's
I know.
yeah.
I know. I've seen that picture 100,000 times. I've seen that damn
I know.
picture.
Like it's like, how are people going to come at you for losing to like Gable could be one of the best ever heavyweights.
Just how people operate. But I mean,
But then
I
yeah,
don't mind it. I mean,
yeah,
I'm out there putting it on the line.
yeah,
Anytime you go out there and you're wrestling the Big Ten, you're wrestling these best guys, these top level guys. You're putting it on the line. Sometimes you lose, but
yeah,
then sometimes you have a really good tournament, and it makes it all worth it in my mind.
yeah. I
So
mean, yeah,
it's
yeah,
just that's the name of the game.
yeah. So your junior season,
Hmm.
you didn't end up getting the spot.
Yeah.
So what kind of went into that? Like, how'd you
That
kind of
was,
react to that?
well, it was kind of a long story, but so I mean, I won every wrestle off.
Mhm.
I won all the wrestle offs, but I lost. I lost to Hilger. I lost to Cassiope, and I lost to Neville's.
Mhm.
And I think my coaches were just they were disappointed with how I was doing, and they thought that maybe David Jensen who could he could do a better job.
Yeah.
And David was a really solid guy too. Even though I beat him in every wrestle off, it was like I mean, him and I were we were right there.
Yeah.
So the year before he had like a bunch of really good wins. He beat Sam Stoll. He like almost beat Hilger. He had a bunch. Oh, and he pinned Mason Paris.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah. So I mean, he had like a bunch of really good wins. So I think that in the end, my coaches were just like, we think that David could do better against
Yeah.
the top level guys. So I mean that definitely stung a little bit, but I know it was nothing. It was nothing personal.
Mhm.
It's just when you're on a really good team, a really solid team, the coaches are going to do anything that they can to put their team in the best possible position. So I was like, you know what? I pleaded my case. I was like, you know what? I think I'm the best guy. I think this is why I should be the starter. They heard me out and they disagreed. So, whatever.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it kind of sucks at that level, like it's never really in your hands.
no.
But like all the guys you lost to, like they're all extremely talented guys. I think
Yeah.
Seth Levels is gonna have a good year next year. Obviously, because like if you think about it, like if you ever watched him wrestle in high school, you can
Yeah.
probably tell why he didn't do too well last year in college.
Yeah.
Just like he would just like throw guys around.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't really do that at Division 1 level. But then you said you lost to Cassiope and Hilger. Like
Yeah.
those are two of the best guys in the country.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think David was beating either of them, for being honest. But
Well, I don't want to say anything
I
bad
mean,
about
you're obviously going to say that he's your teammate, but like
Yeah.
that's just. I think they secured themselves as the third and the fifth best guy in the country. Like
For sure.
because if
Yeah,
if
as far
I
as like
told
rankings go, yeah, for sure I'd say that those guys. But I mean, we'll see though. Hey, people sleep on me, I think.
I mean, I've looked through every guy. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of guys people are obviously sleeping on. I think one of the obvious has to be Zach Elam
Mm-hmm.
because he can come out of nowhere. He
Yeah.
took out Conan Jennings, which was huge.
Yeah.
I had Conan Jennings beating Zach Elam, then beating Trent Hilger in the blood round again.
Yeah.
Coming into All American, then he took that away, which ended up getting Hilger an All American right there.
Yeah.
And then you have a guy that nobody really knows about, Zachary Knight and Ward from Hofstra.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's probably not the best guy, but he's just extremely raw, and he can throw. He can take anybody to their back at any minute.
Yeah, he's got a sick lat drop. He lat dropped Tanner Hall on his head in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. And Tanner Hall won the tournament though, so I mean.
Yeah. Well, he lost to Mason Paris.
Yeah. I mean, Tanner Hall is like one of those guys, like Tanner Hall, Jordan Wood. You're kind of going to see them, like, in my opinion, get like outgrown by the weight class because like their style is just like there's like just like a new breed of like athletes coming in.
Yeah.
As far as I've seen, like Jordan Wood's like an elite level wrestler, like at the end of the day, but the weight class just might not work in his favor.
Yeah,
No.
you gotta like these days, like you gotta be able to hand fight hard. You have to be able to wrestle for 7 minutes. It used to be like heavyweights you could go move in bursts, and
Yeah.
that's still how how some guys operate. But I mean, if you want to be able to beat like the best guys, the Gables, the guys like that, the Doms, the Gwizzes
Mhm.
of the weight class, you have to be able to scrap for 6 or 7 minutes hard.
Yeah.
You can't if you need to rest or time to breathe and center yourself, then you're not gonna be able to beat those guys because they're gonna be on you the whole time. They're gonna be able to wrestle hard.
Because you even saw that, in a guy like Gable Stevenson, like that's kind of why Kassar ended up taking those two matches.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
got
he was just on them the whole time. Yeah.
I'm not going to speak against Kassar jersey again, but so I'm gonna tell you what my guesses for the podium were last year.
Okay.
You can think what you want about them.
All right.
Obviously, Gable
Mm-hmm.
taking the title.
Yeah.
I'm be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Mason Parris or Kyle Snyder, but
Okay.
there's a couple other guys, like I just think like other guys are so close, like they're like right on their ass, and the guy ends up pulling
Yeah.
out a move to just hit him like the last couple seconds.
Yeah.
Like and then you have I have to go Mason Parris, like
Yeah.
unanimous number two.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like these next three are going to be Matt Stencil, Trent Hilger, and Tony Cassiope, right?
Yeah. In any order, kind of.
Yeah. It's like I think Hilger's right there to beat Cassiope, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Hilger's Stencil kind of took it to Hilger.
He did.
So I think whatever the brackets fall, I know Hilger was a 60, Cassiope's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Hilger beating Cassiope.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that match goes to overtime, the advantage is going to Hilger, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think, at least. Because, it was like a shot, reshot, and another reshot by Cassiope. Got him the one takedown in the match. You kind of just, as you have to, you kind of have stalled the rest of the match there.
Yeah.
And then Cassiope ended up winning 3-2. But I have Hilger winning this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stencil losing to Gable in the semis,
Yeah.
which would put them together in a fourth match,
Mm-hmm.
which I think Stencil places third.
Mm-hmm.
Hilger places fourth. And then Cassiope fifth.
Yeah.
And then you had Demetrius Thomas at the 7 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 seed was
Not sure.
I'm blanking right now.
Uh,
AJ Net, no.
Was it Orndorff?
No, Orndorff was a 9 seed.
No.
Gary was like a 19 seed. It was weird.
Yeah.
Could it have been David?
No. He was like the 13th seed, I think.
No, he was the 12, yeah. 5. EIW champ Jordan Wood was an 8 seed, was a 9 seed. Tanner Hall, 5 seed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had Stencil obviously pretty much taking it Tanner Hall.
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
You can see, yeah, I mean, Stencil comes up big when he needs it, like he pinned Mason Parris in the blood rounds.
He did,
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
He's extremely flexible, which is kind of crazy to just look at.
And he's a big old dude, too.
I have Demetrius Thomas losing to Tony Cassiope in the 5th-6th match.
Okay, yeah.
And then
Thomas is good. He's real solid.
I had Jordan Wood taking 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had Tanner Hall taking 8th.
I could see that.
Or, I think these kind of interchangeable because it like all depends on like what goes on in the tournament because you have guys like, David Jensen who could have been right there.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Gary who could have been right there.
Yeah.
Tate Orndorff who could have been right there. Like,
yeah.
I just think the top 6 were kind of guaranteed to All-American.
Yeah. I think that Demetrius Thomas, he may have had some room to move up too. I feel like when I wrestled him before at senior nationals, and he's really hard to deal with. He's super fast, and his open doubles and his hand fighting is really tough. I feel like he could.
One of the nastiest doubles I've ever seen on Jordan Wood. Just blew right through him.
Yeah, I felt that power around. I was like, dang, his double's definitely sick.
Yeah. He's just a raw athlete. Like I just think he looked a little bit more motivated to win coming to nationals. I think he was undefeated at this point.
Was he really?
No, actually, he lost to Tan Orndorff, but then he won the ACC because he beat Jordan Woods 16-10.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was a crazy match to watch.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Wood, like he does some fancy stuff in his matches that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, he's real good. I mean, they're both really solid for sure.
But then there's this guy, the Harvard dude, Yaroslav Slavikuski.
Yeah, yeah.
He's no joke either.
Yeah. Yeah, I beat that guy in Vegas. And I was like, I had no idea who he was. I'd never heard of him. And we started wrestling, and he took me down first.
Yeah,
I was like, who the heck is this guy? I'd never heard of this guy.
Senior too.
Yeah, and I ended up winning, but it was like 6-7, and it was a crazy match. The dude's really solid. He's super small. He's like 230 probably.
Him versus Trent Hilger went down in the Midlands third, fourth match, and Hilger ended up winning 3-1.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think Hilger, has the potential to upset for the sole fact that like he's so good on top.
His top is good. His pressure on top is really legit.
Yeah, and especially the fact that he's a leg rider too just gives him like the extra boost.
Yeah,
Against some of these guys.
For sure.
I think the Big Ten is gonna have like 10 bids next year, right, to nationals, something like that.
Probably. I mean, I
feel
feel like
past that if you're thinking about it.
Damn near every like Big Ten starting heavyweight in my mind is dangerous.
Yeah, because who's the worst guy at this point? You're gonna have I'm not trying to be a dick, but Parker Robinson from Maryland's probably the worst one. Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're good.
Okay.
All right. So I think probably the weakest guy is gonna have to be Parker Robinson from Maryland, a heavyweight.
I don't want to be mean to the Maryland.
Obviously you're gonna have if we're just ranking them logistically off of already wins.
Yeah.
Gable, I think, has to go number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kirk has to be number two. Just my opinion.
Maybe, yeah.
But you can interchange him in Paris. I think Kirk's guaranteed better than everybody else in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Just by far as what he's done.
Yeah.
Paris number three, just based off of what they've done already. Cassiopeia number 4, Hilger number 5, you number 6.
Mm-hmm. Orndorff probably.
Orndorff's now, I would say, yeah, that's number 7.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know who Boone McDermott is?
No.
He's a JUCO national champ. He's going to Rutgers now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was at Iowa Central?
Something like that. Yeah, I just heard about him. We're just going to throw him in there. Then you have Lucas Luffman from Illinois.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Chase Beard's coming back from Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
You remember him, right? Took down Anthony Cassar.
He took down Anthony Cassar?
He was like the guy who was like 5'2", 280.
What?
Dude hit a Granby and almost. No, I don't think he took down Anthony Cassar, but it was amazing just to watch.
5'2", 280?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a big old dude.
He took down Yusuf Hamida too.
What?
Oh, he took down Mason Paris.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, what's this guy's name?
Chase Beard.
I do remember that. I do remember him taking down Paris. I remember him taking down Paris. I was like, who the heck is this guy?
That video is coming out right now. This is the Grand John Cassar.
A big deal about the weight difference for Mason Manville and 12 pounds in that one. Well, if you look on here, it's 49 pounds the weight difference between these guys.
Oh,
he almost had that, dude.
He did. He's athletic for such a a big guy like that.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, if we're being honest, though, this was like
quick beat.
Yeah, I mean, that probably wouldn't happen now, if we're being honest, but
maybe not.
Paris had a rough freshman season.
Yeah.
And then who else even exists? Oh, Northwestern. Jack Hayes from
Jack
Northwestern.
Caleb, yeah.
We're thinking right now.
Michigan. I think that's it, isn't it?
There's 14 teams, right? Yeah, it's 14 teams. Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely missing like a good team somewhere.
probably.
They don't matter if I didn't
Yeah,
name them.
whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, those like all guys who could potentially win like one or two matches. I mean, maybe not all of them. They're all guys that are good enough to go to nationals.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
Oh, for sure.
like you see a guy like Parker Robinson win. I think he won one match last year, but like you have to look at his schedule.
Yeah, Maryland. Yeah, Maryland. They got the short end of the stick a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like-
they got some good recruits coming in too.
Yeah, they do. Maryland is just. It's a tough conference. The Big Ten conference is no joke, and Maryland, they're having a tough time, but they're just having some growing pains, I think.
Yeah. So, a question I have for you: who's the biggest dark horse outside of the Big Ten?
Next heavyweight?
Yep. AJ Neville doesn't count. Or Zach Elam.
I was gonna say Zach Elam, but
yeah, but he already made it to the blood rounds,
Yeah.
And AJ Neville's has been up there.
I would say the Hofstra guy. That's a good choice.
Do you know who Luis Fernandez is from Cornell?
Oh yeah, that's a good choice too. Yeah.
He pinned the Harvard dude.
Yeah, he did.
But then he ended up. I think Demetrius Thomas pinned him like a minute.
Yeah, Demetrius Thomas.
Yeah, but you also have to, he just kind of got outpowered.
Yeah.
That's really what it looked like.
Yeah.
Well, if this guy gets on top, he's probably.
I haven't seen him wrestle much.
Yeah, I mean, he wrestled in New Jersey. His senior season, he pinned everybody in the first period.
Sheesh.
All he would do was hit a shrug, throw in double boots, and go power half.
Yeah.
In the state finals, he went low single, hit a suck back on the kid. And the next time he hit a suck back, he meant to toe it and basically accidentally stuck it.
Sheesh.
In 41 seconds.
In the state finals?
Yep.
Golly. New Jersey State's no joke either.
Yeah, it isn't. I mean, and then we had a freshman state champ this year.
Oh, yeah. What was that guy's name? Yeah.
There's a chance, no, I'm not going to say he's like one of my friends. So, but you got other guys coming into the weight class. You have a 95 who beat the number 3 heavyweight in the country, moving up to heavyweight.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't really follow the high school heavyweights too.
Yeah, I get that. But did you see who's number 1 at all?
Yeah, I did. I thought that match was pretty awesome. I thought that Horn guy, he looks tough.
Yeah, I got him coming on for another podcast, so that should
really.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think what's worse is I got on Keontae Hamilton.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, you're a huge favorite to win the match. I'm like,
yeah.
He might hear this, he might not. It's honestly whatever at this point. But after the recording stops, he's like, all right, now tell me what the actual score prediction was. I told him?
Yeah.
11-3.
Him or the other guy?
I had him win Keontae win 11-3.
It's I wasn't keeping up with high school at all, but how the flow guys were saying it, that sounded like that was a big upset, that Horn guy winning.
It's huge.
Yeah.
A lot of people were just shitting on Flo because they thought it should have been either Jimmy Mullen, who's number 1, or Colton Deary from Malvern Prep. You don't know who that is.
No.
Yeah, he's committed for football somewhere.
Oh. But yeah, it seemed like that Horn guy, he pretty much dominated the position and stuff. I was impressed.
The other dude looked gassed,
He did.
Because that guy was a 220 the year before.
Really?
They both were.
Yeah, I could see that.
The dude's the guy who lost was he's committed to Rutgers for football and wrestling.
What? Both of them?
Yeah. He played quarterback.
Quarterback? Wow. That's tough to do.
The most jacked 220 you could probably imagine.
Really?
Yeah, I think the guy Chase Horn lost to Braxton Amos in the Super 32 finals the year before.
Oh, okay.
He was decent too. I think he was only I mean, maybe not decent, but it was 8-2. But like
Yeah.
that's also against Braxton Amos,
Yeah, that guy's
a
really
guy
good.
who never let up an offensive point in high school. So
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
yeah, it's not even like he was just that raw. Like he was just so technically sound. Like you could not score on him.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So about an hour 20 in. So looking forward to next season.
Mhm.
What are some things you'd like to accomplish? And yeah, that's really it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I don't, like I said, I don't really know what the heck's going to happen with the season, but I'm anticipating there being a season. And my goal is the same as it was last year. I want to be an All-American. And I want to prove that, I'm up there with the top end guys. I can go with a guy like Harris. I can beat those kinds of guys.
Mhm.
I think I can, and I know it's easy to say. It's easy to say I can beat those guys, but I feel like I've put in like the requisite work to do so. I've put in the time. I've trained with the best guys. I've beaten really solid guys, especially at senior nationals. I mean, I beat All-American level guys. Three All-American level guys in my mind. So yeah, I mean, for sure, in my mind, I'm going to be an All-American, and it's my spot to lose. So I mean, I'm going to be an All-American, or I'm going to die trying in my mind.
Mhm.
And I think that our team is going to be sick. Obviously, I'm biased,
Yeah. I
but
mean, your team's after what Alex Thompson did, like he's gonna be a man to mess with.
and he'll be our 33, and I mean he's
Is Ridge Love going up to 41?
he's going to red shirt.
Oh, Olympics.
Yeah, he'll red shirt, and then Chad Red will be our 41.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah,
Ooh, your team's about to be stacked.
and our
Does AOA come back or not?
no, he graduated.
That's tough.
Yeah.
He's been up there like every year too. He was like a Division II guy also, right?
Yeah, he was D2. Yeah, he was D2. He walked through everybody at D2 nationals.
Your team has like a lot of guys coming back from like
Oh yeah,
for just like lower levels, just like moving up to Division I level and just dominating.
yeah. That's one of the cool things about Coach Manning, because
Yeah.
our head coach, he wrestled at Nebraska Omaha,
Yeah.
which was a D2
Yeah,
a D2
something
school.
like
So
he takes chances on guys.
yeah, he gives like non D1 guys a chance,
Mhm.
which is, I mean, sometimes all you need is an opportunity,
Yeah.
and you could get in a good training situation, and you could get better, and you can compete with the best guys, which is pretty much like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show that you don't need to be the most athletic, the most gifted guy. You can make shit happen just by working your ass off.
Mhm.
You don't have to be like some kind of God-given. You don't have to have that kind of ability.
As a guy who's came up from like the Division II level,
Mm-hmm.
you obviously weren't always a Division I caliber dude.
No.
But do you keep up with like other levels at all, or only D1?
I mean, yeah. Like you said, I wrestled D2. I wrestled at Fort Hays State in Kansas. I mean, I keep up with all those guys, all my boys on that team still. I keep up with what's going on there. So, I mean, yeah, pretty much. But I don't follow like D3 or NAIA too much.
Do you know who Brandon Reed is?
Oh yeah, Lindsey Wilson guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to get him on for a podcast, but this man deleted Instagram.
Yeah, he went off the grid. I'm not sure what.
Or something.
I think he may have moved to Japan or something. I think.
I mean, do what you
I
got.
don't know.
But do you know who Andrew Dunn is?
Yeah. Kind of.
I might be wrestling him.
You?
Yeah.
When?
I go to Shippensburg. So we're in the same conference. That's not good. All right, technical difficulties, guys.
Oh, there we go. We're good.
Yeah, so we're in the same conference.
Oh, cool.
What happened? I mean, I'm a freshman, so
yeah.
I know the guy above me is the Pennsylvania state champ, and I'm not a state champ, but So,
But yeah,
and I think he's a redshirt sophomore at this point, and I'm a true
yeah.
freshman. So,
I mean,
at the end of the
I
day,
mean, you'll figure it out. But
yeah.
I mean, the
I mean, at
thing
the
is,
end of the day,
when you get into college, your high school, all the high school shit doesn't matter.
yeah.
I mean, I was like I was a one timer in high school.
Mhm.
I've beaten freaking four timers. I've been beaten by guys with worse, high school resumes than me.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter once you get into college, especially like at like a lower levels like D2 and stuff.
Yeah.
You can make shit happen just by just grinding and just working your ass off. You
Yeah.
don't need to be some freak of nature.
Yeah. Are you still here?
You can get there just by grinding
All
your
right, I
ass
can
off.
hear you now.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't. You kind of cut out for the rest of that.
Oh, my monologue.
Oh, man.
No, you're
Well,
good.
I think the one thing I was gonna say is like, I know I'm probably not gonna be a starter this year because I think we get a free year this year. There's really no point.
Yeah.
But per se, they give me the opportunity to wrestle him.
Yeah.
I got a nice lat drop.
Oh yeah.
Probably not gonna work, but I wrestled as Rutgers commit my first match coming to senior year.
Yeah.
I was like a kid who never won a match in the postseason at this point.
Yeah.
And then I called my shot because I watched so much shit on this kid. I know
Yeah.
he loves like upper body. He loves like lazily walking a knee pick, and he's just so strong that he normally gets it.
Yeah.
He went for that and a lat drop, and like I called my shot before that too. Like I
Oh
lost the match, but like
yeah.
and then I probably did the most messed up thing ever. I posted it on my Instagram
Yeah.
and I tagged I said should have recruited me instead.
Oh hell yeah.
And then he started tweaking at me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it was no, I might feel a
Right.
little bit bad about this, but I might get a rematch because I think they go to the Clarion Open. I think
Yeah,
clearly.
for
Yeah.
sure. Go get after him.
Yeah.
Get on his ass.
He might be watching this too. I don't even know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I doubt it, but like
Yeah.
I think other people probably know.
Yeah.
His entire team came at me. It was
Yeah. That's all right.
yeah. I mean,
Talk
the
your
entire
shit.
stadium
Man.
had that throw too.
Yeah.
I'm like a nobody at this point. Like the fact that they all found out about this, and this was an exhibition match too.
Yeah.
Oh, I should tell you the story. So like,
All right, let's
I was
hear
like
it.
260 as a junior. Like I'm like, all right, that's probably the lowest I've ever weighed in high school.
Yeah.
Like I'm big as shit right now. I'm like, it's like 320. She was bad.
Sheesh.
We're getting down there. It's all
You're
muscle.
getting down there?
It's all muscle. I mean, like
Oh,
we got something going.
hell yeah.
Not too good, but
Yeah.
I think kind of just like not having anywhere to train or anything during quarantine kind of caused this. I
Yeah.
was like 300 during football.
Mm-hmm.
I was mostly recruited for football.
Yeah.
So coming into rest, because we got like new football coaches, like my old coach was like fat shaming me technically and getting smaller. Those coaches just straight up dipped, right? We got new
Yeah.
coaches, but these coaches are all linemen.
Okay.
So one day during a camp, like I'm the left guard, the center brings in like a tub of pulled pork to a camp.
Yeah.
And then the coaches come up and start eating it like, damn well they don't give a shit about this. And then I went from like being like a nice 280, like I felt great, I was insanely in shape, to like 300. But like, like as you gain weight, like you start to get in shape at that weight and it just feels fun. That's kind of what happened. I just didn't feel the urge to get back down.
Yeah.
In time come wrestling, I'm like, okay, it's only 15 pounds, but I completely neglected hydration.
Yeah.
And I was 290 just chilling there. I'm like, okay, I can make 285 whenever I need to.
Yeah.
We take hydration.
Yeah.
The weight for the Saturday match came out at 285.1.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then it was a quad meet, so the other two guys just refused to wrestle me.
Oh
But like
jeez.
this guy, I think already got 2 forfeits on the day because he's a returning state place winner.
Oh.
And then he was like, all right, we'll just get him one match. I throw him. You see the kids on his team just go. He's like, oh shit, and
Oh,
my
yeah.
entire bench is freaking out. And then this dude starts bridging. I'm like, damn, we'll just stop bridging, dude. Just let me have this one.
Yeah.
And then he goes upper body again. I don't know why he would do that. I tried a lat
Yeah.
drop again, and I was like, today's my lucky day, and just didn't work out.
Yeah. Shit happens, man. Shit happens. Boom.
See his entire team freaking out.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, and then he just bridged off his back. Was kind of mad about that, but it happens.
Yeah.
All right. So normally at the end of every podcast, we ask you 3 questions.
All right. Let's hear it.
You cannot be the answer to any of them. Just remember that.
Okay. I cannot.
Top 3 at NCAA's next year.
Okay. Gable.
Mm-hmm.
Me. Mason Paris.
All right. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
What about now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Just I don't know what's happening, man.
My internet is shitty, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you're in Nebraska. That's why.
Oh, yes, somebody is Nebraska too.
I mean, when we did this with Taylor Vens, we're gonna be honest, the exact same thing happened.
Oh, I think. Well, you know what? If it's happening all these times, maybe it's just your connection.
At least the only 2 it happened with. I'm just
Oh.
didn't happen with Greg Kirkland yet.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, so I picked myself. I picked my own self. I'm neglecting your rules.
All right, that's cool.
My own self. I pick me, Gable, Paris, in no
I love
particular.
how you picked yourself, but you had yourself come third.
I did not.
Yes,
I
you
said
did.
in no particular order.
All right, I'll let that slide. All right, so who's your pick for the Olympic spot? I'll give you 5 options, so you don't choose out of anything. Nick Wisdowski, Gable Stevenson, Dom Bradley.
All right, let's hear the 4th and 5th, but yeah.
Mason Paris,
Okay.
and Greg Kirkland.
I'll pick Dom. I'm biased.
We agree on something. I'll take Dom too.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I love Dom Bradley. He's like the nicest dude you'll ever meet.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, you don't respect it.
No, I've actually been training with Dom for like, since high school, like 7 years. I've been training with Dom, and I mean, I would drive up. It would be like 6 hours round trip. I would drive up like three times a week to go train with him.
Yeah.
And he was always the coolest guy ever. He would always let me train with him, even though he'd beat my ass. He'd still let me train with him. And then I came to Nebraska, and he was training there too. And he's always helped me out. He's always been a real stand-up guy, for sure.
No, I agree with that pick. I think he's been long overdue. Hasn't had the greatest college career.
Mm-hmm.
Never really had a chance for international success.
Yeah, he's got the short end of the stick a lot of the times.
It's like he's still I think he's still like a top 10 guy in the world if you put him in that spectrum. But
for sure, I think that if he can put things together, I think that. I mean, he's beaten all these guys too. Yeah. I mean, he's beaten Gwiz, he's beaten Gable, he's beaten Tony Nelson, he's beaten everybody.
Yeah.
I think if he can put like a good tournament together, I feel like he could be the guy. It's not outside of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, and the only thing I don't like about him is what he did to Anthony Cassar, but we'll leave that out of this.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even broken show. I mean, that's not his fault, but that double. Oh my god.
Yeah, his double.
There was the one time he blast doubled Gable.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
Probably.
Dude, it's like he was reaching, and what he ought to do was just swat the arms, right?
Yeah.
Gable swats Dom's arms, and Dom just straight up runs at him and just.
Oh, I know. I've been hit by that double leg probably about 100 times.
I don't get the physics of that, how it works. It just shouldn't be possible.
I mean, he's so powerful. I've wrestled people who are just stronger than him. If he gets his fingertip, the tip of his finger on your leg, he's going to be able to pull it in. He's that kind of strong.
Yeah. It's like I don't think I've ever seen a guy like take it to him. You know what I'm saying?
No, never.
Like everybody like he's lost matches.
Yeah, no one.
You know?
I mean, he's even wrestled like Gino Petrosvili.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a 1-point match.
Yeah.
No
It's,
one can take it to him.
it's like you put him against Taha Ghul. Taha
Yeah.
might be able to take him down, but that lace isn't going anywhere.
No, those you ain't lacing those legs up. Those big old legs ain't getting laced up.
Yeah, I think Gable and Dom have wrestled so many times.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, like, unless Kirk ends up pulling an upset somewhere, that's going to be the challenge tournament finals.
Could be, yeah.
I think they've wrestled so many times, I remember Dom used to beat him just because Gable was young.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gable started beating him again.
Yeah.
But then it started getting closer.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. But
that's a best of 3 match, too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, you never know.
Yeah.
Because, like, Adam Kuhn, like, if Kuhn wrestled a bad tournament at the time, like, he wrestled Gable.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he beat Tony Nelson, like, a couple weeks earlier, then ended up getting kind of got taken to him by Tony Nelson. Like,
he did.
And you never know, because you remember Kuhn had the one body lock and threw Gable right to his back.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
yeah.
Like, if he got that in
pretty
bounds.
much anybody.
Yeah. Like, if that was in bounds, that match would have been over.
Yeah.
So you got Don Bradley for this.
Mm-hmm.
Last question has nothing to do about wrestling, but you could pick 3 teammates, have to be from Nebraska, to bring with you into a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Who and why?
Okay, I can't pick my own self?
I mean, you're already included.
Okay. So it's 4 people total.
Yeah.
Okay, I would pick Eric Schultz.
Okay. Why?
Well, he's real tough.
Okay.
I feel like if shit really hit the fan, he'd still be solid.
Yeah.
And then I feel like my old roommate Dalton Peters, 65-pounder. He's real big into hunting, and he'll go on like elk hunts like through the mountains. And he's super like super out guy. So he could be like the hunter gatherer of the group. Like if it came down to that.
I had a question before the third one.
What?
What do you guys do in Nebraska? Not even like that. Like I've talked to a lot of these guys. They just go like hunting and hiking. And shit like that. It's like, is there like nothing to do around there, or like?
Well, I mean, that's definitely like the usual demographic of like the typical Nebraska guys, like a big hunter. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty to do in Lincoln. I mean, there's all types of. I mean, any standard issue stuff that you could do in a city. But yeah, I mean, lots of guys are big into fishing and hunting and just outdoorsy kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I hear that from like a lot of guys. Like, but then you talk to like some Penn State dudes or like anybody near us. They do whatever. It's never like, what I'm saying, like they're like less outdoorsy type people. Is it your internet or? We'll get him back. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll figure this out.
Okay.
Right.
We're good.
Yep. So who's your third guy?
Okay. Oh, that's tough.
Who are your first 2? Isaiah White and
no, Eric Schultz and Dalton Peters.
Dalton Peters, okay.
And then
pick wisely.
God. Third one. I think I would pick Alex Thompson.
Alex Thompson.
Yeah, because he's real fiery and he's real like intense. So I feel like he could fight off some zombies really well. And he's real, he's a small guy, so he's not going to take up a lot of our resources. So yeah, that's what I pick. So I'd go Schultz, Dalton Peters, and Alex Thompson.
Okay. So we got. Sure. I have one additional question.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm gonna say Austin DeSanto. You know where this is going, right?
DeSanto. What about DeSanto?
Austin DeSanto. You know what match I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
Against you guys.
Oh yeah.
What's your thought on that?
Oh, what? You're talking about the one where he tech fault our guy?
No, I mean like not that. I mean like he was just better, for being honest. But like, what's your opinion on like the stuff he did afterwards?
You're talking about the thumbs up thing?
Yeah, like he just slams him and then just
Oh,
talking shit to
no.
your own bench.
I mean, I feel like in a way, we kind of had it coming a little bit, because when Tyler Berger, when he won, he blew a kiss to the Iowa bench.
Oh, that's amazing. Fuck Iowa.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
I agree. So I mean, all all is fair in love and war in my mind. So I mean, he could do whatever he wants.
yeah.
If he wants to look like a dickhead, he can look like a dickhead as far as I'm concerned. But I didn't think it was very respectful, obviously. But I mean, it's wrestling. Guys can do what they want. I'm a fan of like the celebrations and the
Yeah, but
going crazy after your matches and stuff. I like that kind of stuff.
there's a difference, between like talking shit to like the entire bench and just
Yeah.
blowing a kiss at the crowd at the end.
Yeah.
I think the best one was Thomas Gilman. First time Nick Piccinini in the crowd.
What did he do?
I remember he's like he majors Piccinini, and this dude's like, "Oh, I'll see you in nationals." He's like,
Oh yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
I think he said something to John Smith too.
he did. I think. Yeah, that was pretty badass
I mean, but like, what I'm saying, like Gilman backs it up.
for sure.
DeSanto's bitch. We're just gonna leave that there.
Oh,
He's not gonna see this.
Yeah, probably not. You better hope not. He's gonna come at you. That guy's kind of crazy.
I'll pull Nick Suriano.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with that guy. That guy kind of scares me a little bit.
Dude, he's entertaining to watch, but I don't like him, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, no, I'm for sure. I mean, he's definitely entertaining. I like his antics.
Yeah.
I like how he causes chaos. I like that. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be buddies with him. I'm not trying to hang out with DeSanto.
It's like
he's insane.
Yeah. So we got two sides to this one, obviously. Team Cenzo or Team Marinelli?
Say what?
Team Cenzo or Marinelli?
I like the way that Marinelli wrestles better, but I would probably pick Vincenzo.
Okay. So we got two things we're on.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. I like the way that Marinelli wrestles though.
Yeah.
He gets after it.
I just think the last match he kind of went out there was like with no respect for his abilities.
Yeah.
Came back to bite him in the ass.
It did.
I wanted Cenzo to stick him there so bad.
Yeah.
I love Penn State. Just like it's like one of my favorite teams to watch. Like
Really?
Like imagine being from Jersey. Like no, like I have to say I'm a Rutgers fan because I'm from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I go to college in Pennsylvania, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Penn State guys are definitely entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
Even if they're kind of dickheads.
So a good amount of them are respectful.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Mark Hall may be the only dick.
I mean, it's different when you compete against them.
Mhm.
Because
They're
before I came to college, I was like, Penn State, those guys are really nice. Those guys are really cool guys. And then you compete against them, and they're not. They're total dickheads. So it's hard to to like them.
I think Bo Nickel was nice to people his senior year.
But in an antagonistic way.
Oh yeah, no.
Like he would beat your ass, and then he'd like, come on, let me help you up. Like that was so annoying. I hated that.
Match with him and Josh Hokett from Fresno State.
Yeah, I hated that. I wish somebody would
work.
smacked him for doing that.
I mean, dude shot his shot. I can respect that. Like Josh Hokett.
And that's why when Eric Schultz wrestled him in the duel, Eric Schultz friggin' doubled his ass.
Did he get it?
Oh yeah.
I gotta find that somewhere. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it was sick. I think Schultz is probably like the only guy who took him down all year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he blast doubled him. And Bo Nickel wasn't trying to help him up after that match, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's like you think about it, like Bo Nickel can do whatever the fuck he wants after a match. Like he
Mm.
can straight up just give a finger to the crowd. Like nobody would. I mean, not that, but like he could talk all the trash he wants and like
Yeah,
3-time national champ. You're not gonna.
yeah, he's the man for sure.
It's like if Kyle Dake did that, who would actually said anything about it?
No, he beat my ass in high school. Bo Nickel did,
Bo
so I
Nickel.
can't say anything.
Where'd you wrestle him at?
The Kansas City Stampede. We were both at 182. He beat my ass, so I
Dude,
can't say shit about him.
dude was weird in high school. If you ever saw a state title match,
Yeah, he's real squirrely.
he went for like a knee pick. The other guy tossed him with the whizzer. Bo Nickel hits a cartwheel and sticks him with like a hip toss.
Yeah,
Oh, that might have to be posted soon too.
yeah.
Oh, I posted your suplex on Instagram. If you saw there now, man.
Suplex.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah. I got you. But yeah, so pretty much went over everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll,
So,
I'll send you my favorite highlight.
all right, bet.
My favorite thing that I've ever done. I'll send it to
I'll
you.
post that with the preview.
All right, sounds good.
So thank you for joining us today, and this has been episode 35 Late Night Shots with Nebraska's Christian Lance, and we will see you guys again next time.